Rachel, your personal YouTube marriage expert. This video is going to explain 5 really simple things you can do to improve your marriage in 10 minutes or less. This is one you don't want to miss. Today, I'm going to tell you guys about 5 small things you can do in your marriage to make it better. Now, these things are special because they take 10 minutes or less. Sometimes we just want something that takes a little bit of time but gives a big powwow. So the first is to respond. Now, why am I even saying this? Because when your husband is the most important thing in your life, when they call or text, you respond immediately. When I'm on the phone with somebody else, I'm like, wait a second, my husband Jake, and he is hot and lovely, by the way. I'll bring him on YouTube sometime. He is calling me, and so I want to respond back immediately. My husband's often in meetings and things, and he is properly trained. Let me tell you guys what he does. Even if he's in a meeting, he'll answer the phone. He'll say, hey babe, I'm in a meeting. What do you need? And then that's the sign, like give him 1 sentence or less. So I give him my bullet and I'm like, okay, I'll call you back. So responding quickly is important. Now let's just say for the moment you have to push that horrible button on your phone that says, sorry, I can't talk right now. You should get back with your spouse as soon as possible. Also, when we're talking about texting back and forth and things, flirt. This is something fun in marriage. You can flirt with one another via text. It's fun. So I got this app called Bitmoji, and I have this little Bitmoji person of myself, and my husband has a little Bitmoji of him. It's just adorable. So our little Bitmoji characters are like flirting all day. So that's something easy. How hard does it take to just text a little, I love you, I'm thinking about you, you're amazing, gorgeous, wonderful. Don't forget your adjectives, guys. Make them good ones. Don't make them, I think you're really nice. You look cute. Remember, cute is for dogs. Aww. We want better words than that. We want gorgeous. We want beautiful. We want thrilling, adventurous. We want these good adjectives. That's why you have a thesaurus. Thesaurus app on your phone, that helps your marriage a lot. Put beautiful in there, see what comes out. Number 2, greet and leave with a kiss. So when your husband walks in the door, I always get up from what I'm doing, go over, give him a big hug and a big kiss because I'm happy to see him. Training yourself, you're happy to see your spouse. This is part of good marriages. And me and my husband, we never leave one another without a kiss. So no matter where we are, what, we find each other, we tell each other where we're going, and then we leave with a kiss. So that's number 2. Number 3, plan a date. Listen, nobody wants to go to the movies and dinner the rest of their lives. That is the automatic, non-planned, horrible date plan of America. I do not want to hear that for the last 3 weeks in a row, you have had dinner and a movie, or just even worse, just dinner. That is horrible. It only takes about 10 minutes to plan something a little different. You can look, you can do the Groupon thing, see what's going on in your city. You guys can play games. One of my favorite dates, I'm just gonna give it to you here. We went on a date with another couple and we had a decathlon. It was so fun. Boys against girls, and so the girls planned it. That's the cool thing about it. So we had 10 different things we did to see who won. We did hula hoop, we did jacks, we did a whole bunch of awesome things that girls are so good at. We played a round of taboo, everything girl that you and the girl that you're going with are amazing at. You plan those 10 things and see if the boys can beat you. That is a fun date. Put a little bit of efforts into your dates and it makes a big difference. Now, number 4. Now this is kind of a no-brainer and I hope you already do it. I can't even believe I have to tell this to you. Sit by each other. Ta-da! Now listen, I get it. I've got 6 kids. Yes, 6. 5 boys and a girl. That's a lot of children. So we go a lot of places. For example, when we go to our Sunday religious services, you know, sometimes there's all these kids in between. No. The marriage expert's not going to let that happen. I get up and I divide the children from my spouse and I say, scoot over. I am sitting next to him. And you know, if there's just an inch, you can just squeeze right in there. So if you sit next to each other, it's amazing. Do you know why? You can hold hands. He can, you know, put his fingers through your hair. He can put his arm around you. Now let's just say hypothetically, your spouse isn't putting his arm around you and you want him to. Here's an idea. Grab his hand and tell him with nonverbal language you want him to put the arm around you. It's that simple. Don't let it go. Don't say, oh, he's not putting his arm around me. Just grab his arm and do it for him. This helps men tune in when you basically just tell them exactly what you want. And number 5, now this is a tradition that was handed down from generation to generation. That is why you know it is such a good thing to have. So you go to your local grocery market, you get a board, you know, one of those boards where you can put tacks in it, and then you put it in your bathroom somewhere, and then you write love notes and bonk, you push the pin and put the love note on the board. It is a visual reminder how amazing and how much connection you guys love each other. And you can put all sort of things on your love board of just symbols of, you know, we love each other. So this means, guess what, guys? You're going to have to write a love letter. And yes, you're going to have to write love letter too. Love letters are part of the blood and life. I mean, women die for love letters. Even though men don't as much, they like them, but women just go gaga over them. But remember, when you're writing the love letter, come on, don't underline the Hallmark card and then put love Jake at the end. That is not sufficient. We want some words of love. Get out that thesaurus. This is very important when you're writing to a girl. And use those luscious words. Give examples of how much you love them and then put it up on the love board. Okay, these are my 5 suggestions, simple suggestions to make your marriage better. Now here's what I want you to do. I've got some homework this time. I want you to sit down with your spouse and brainstorm. What are things that don't take a lot of time that help us express love? I've given you 5 examples. These may or may not work for your marriage, but I know that you can find 5, 10, 15 that do make a difference. Make a list, put it on your love board so you guys know what you're working on. Okay, what I'd like to do is have you guys comment on this video, give me your ideas of what you can do in 10 minutes or less to make big differences in your marriage. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and of course click the bell because I'll be back next week.